Are you ready to think big and act bold? Then you are in the right place. This is Innovative Entrepreneurs, a podcast that will bring you the stories, insights, and tips from some of the most successful and innovative entrepreneurs in the world. I am your host, Erica Bailey, and I am here to help you start, scale, and sustain your own entrepreneurial journey. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to Innovative Entrepreneurs. I am your host, Erica Bailey, and as always, I am grateful that you choose to tune in. I do hope that my show provides some valuable tidbits that you can take along with you during your business growth, your entrepreneurial journey. Today, we're going to dive into something I absolutely love. It's actually one of my favorite tools. It's called a mind map. Now, it's not just a brainstorming on paper situation. A mind map is a strategic funnel in disguise. It's a visual way to map out the entire user journey with a smart if this, then that flow that keeps everything and everyone on track. So let's start with the basics. Imagine a mind map as the visual structure that holds your campaign together, mapping out every step from the first interaction to the last. But it's not just for showing what happens when. It actually works like a funnel, allowing you to understand each possible user path and how they move from one action to the next. Here's why it is a game changer for organizing campaigns, designing user experience, and, well, really getting the whole team aligned. Now, think about this from your audience's perspective. When a campaign is organized through a mind map, each part feels intentional. The experience flows, leading your audience step by step through a journey that feels as though it was designed just for them. A mind map allows you to see every option they may take. So if they click here, then they see this. If they opt in, then they receive that. It's a bit like putting yourself in their shoes and walking through your campaign as if you were them, only with a bird's eye view. So by setting up these if this, then that actions in your map, you're actually actively reducing friction for the audience. They will appreciate the seamless experience and ultimately be more likely to stick with you. And most important part, convert. Because they feel guided, not lost. A mind map is like a GPS for the campaign. When you organize everything visually, every team member can see how their part contributes to the whole. It's not just about knowing what's next, it's about understanding the role of each step in the bigger funnel. So instead of the typical miscommunication or conflicting ideas, the mind map shows the roadmap clearly, creates alignment, and gives everyone a shared vision. Plus, with the if this, then that layout, your team can see how different actions trigger other steps in the journey. This keeps the entire process efficient. It prevents overlaps, and perhaps the best of all, it helps you adapt quickly if something unexpected comes up. This happens all the time, right? So it gives you that ability to plan ahead so you don't trip over these potential flaws. So here's where the magic happens. Organized campaigns get better results. With a mind map, you can lay out each possible user journey, track their progress through the funnel, and adjust as you go. You can test different paths, experiment with new ideas, and identify what's really working, giving you powerful insights that are impossible to get with a haphazard approach. This kind of structured clarity leads to more effective campaigns and better ROI. So we're now going to talk about how you build a mind map as a funnel. go from idea to mind map to a structured campaign funnel. We're going to break it. Start with your core goal. Place your primary campaign objective right in the center of the map. Everything will branch out from here. Think of this as the foundation that holds the campaign together. Ask yourself, what action do I want that user to take? You're going to map out key components. You're going to branch out with the main elements of your campaign, your target audience, your messaging, your content channels, budget timeline, and so on. These are really the big pieces of the puzzle. Next, you're going to create if this, then that branches. This is where you structure each user path. For each main component, you're going to add branches to outline what happens depending on the user's actions. So if they engage with this message, then they go to X. If they opt in, then they get Y content. And when they buy, then they receive Z follow-up. These pathways create a journey that feels intuitive and effortless to the user. This approach also makes it easy to see how each component impacts others, showing you the journey from multiple perspectives. Next, you add supporting details. Under each component, you're going to fill in supporting tasks or details, such as keywords, deadlines, or the resources that are needed. Think of this as your campaign's building blocks. And last, you're going to visualize and review. You're going to take a step back. You're going to look at the whole map. Does each path logically flow? Are there any areas where users could get stuck? Reviewing your map as if you were a user gives you a fresh perspective on the experience that you are building. So we're going to recap on why mind maps make all of the difference. A mind map funnel it's really the powerhouse to your campaign's needs. First, again, it reduces errors. By having every path visually mapped out, you're far less likely to miss the important details or the steps. This if this, then that approach gives you a structure to catch and correct mistakes early. Test, analyze, optimize. We talk about this all the time. With every path and possibility on one page, you can see the campaign's full journey, identify those creative connections, and again, adapt as needed. This also aligns the team on your shared goals. The mind map funnel serves as a guide for everyone. Each team member can see the big picture and understand how their work fits into this campaign. It is an instant roadmap that keeps everyone working towards the same goal. So, are you ready to get started with your own campaign funnel? We are actually offering a free marketing funnel blueprint. It's a ready-made roadmap for structuring your campaign so that each step leads the audience closer to the action. Right? We will sit and talk with you and understand what those goals are and build out a mind map or blueprint based on those goals. Now, obviously, we're going to need to add in the content and all of the next steps, but this will at least allow you to visually see where you are, where you're going, and how you get there. So if you're ready to take this next step, which I hope you are because it's such an important part of your marketing campaigns, I'm going to drop the link below in my show notes so that you can reach out and we will take that next step towards an organized, high-impact campaign. So remember, a mind map isn't just about organizing ideas. It's a funnel for creating user journeys that feel seamless. With the right structure and this free blueprint, you're setting up campaigns that work better for both you, your team, and your audience. So go ahead Let's start mapping it out and watch as your ideas transform into something powerful. As always, thank you for tuning in. I do hope that you learned something from this episode. And as you hear on every podcast, if you would please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions. I love it when I'm able to communicate back and forth with my audience. It helps me reach other like-minded business owners and entrepreneurs, which is my goal, is to help as many people as possible. Have an amazing day. Again, I am your host, Erica Bailey, and I hope you tune in again.
Wow, what a great episode. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you want more of this goodness, make sure you subscribe so that you get notifications for future podcasts. And if you found value from this, please share it with others. You can visit our website at cwgdigital.com. This is Erica Bailey. I am your host, and I will see you next time.